So it's a few days, only a few weeks to end 2023, and a lot of things have happened. Of course, some of the people are now reviewing their New Year's resolutions, the goals, the short and the long-term goals. And if you are there, have you had a moment to reflect on the events that have happened in 2023? If you've not yet, this is the time. Actually, it's never too late. I personally have come to learn and realize that it's never too late for anything to happen in our lives. And today on the Latter-day Saint Woman, we officially introduce the Everyday Life episodes, where we'll be talking life, where we'll be talking about certain things that happen in our life. And most of the people think it's all about religion. Yes, it's about religion, but as a religious woman, as a Latter-day Saint woman, I have a life to live. And most people have a different perception about being that Christian lady, being that Christian mother. People have a different view about it, but this is going to be something very, very simple. During Everyday Life episode, we are going to talk about real life things happen in our real life as Christian mothers, as Christian wives, as children of God, daughters of God. We need to talk about these things, because in this mortality things happen, but only the gospel principles and the doctrines help us to be shaped or to be brought back on the covenant path. Elma,
Irene,
should I say Happy New Year?
Already? I don't think you should say Happy New Year.
So it's almost getting to the end of 2023,
but we are still in 2023, and we've already seen people who do not enter the year. Yeah, they've been in the last month. Even in the last hour, someone can still pass on. So we can't be like happy 2024 or no, nothing.
Are you already happy with yourself?
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with a lot of things.
So let's talk about what has worked out for you in 2023.
First and foremost, before I be like what has worked for me, what has not worked, I just said I'm not happy with my life, but I have to first say that I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the Almighty God that I'm living. A lot of people have passed on. It's been a lot of challenges through there, but I'm not any special, but I'm still alive. So I thank God for the grace.
So for anyone joining us right now, we welcome you to the Latter-day Saint Woman YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Subscribe, because this is going to be such an interesting and worth watching episodes. So don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment. It's one thing to watch and like, or watch and then also leave a comment. We really want to know what you think. You said there is something you shared which is very, very interesting. You talked about the grace of God, and without the grace of God we cannot do so many things. We can't, and that's one thing I've come to learn. But then now let's get back to the whole of 2023. I remember at the beginning of the year we really had so much on our table. We really wanted to work on so many things. And
we wrote a lot in our vision books.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's really talk about that. Let's be realistic about this whole thing.
We wrote a lot, but we haven't even been able to tick for like half.
Okay.
Half of what we wrote in the vision books. Actually, I personally lost morale that I don't even remember the last time I checked my vision book.
Okay.
I think there comes a time. I think it all happens because we as humans, we make plans by ourselves, and every time we make plans, I think we do not consult God. So we do things by ourselves. I, as Elma, I had plans this year. This year I thought I would be in a complete house. This year I thought I would have a big business running. This year I thought my YouTube channel would be, everyone would be knowing about it. I had a lot of expectations. Okay. But did I inquire? Did I sit with God? Did I pray about it, to ask God before all this? What does He think about it?
So
you know.
before you go any further, you mentioned something I really love, and I always share this with many people, that there's a scripture in the Book of Mormon. For those who don't know, it's another testament of Jesus Christ. It testifies of Christ. It's there to complement the Bible. So there is a scripture which has always helped me a lot, that we make plans. God knows exactly what he wants, because we are his children. He knows exactly what he wants.
He knows what's best for us.
He knows, but just like any other parent, he's always waiting for us to present our plans to him. So as much as we made the plans, the visions, the vision boards, and all that, and if we don't present them to him, he will definitely be there waiting for us. And
I think I wouldn't be like I didn't present them, because for me, when I'm entering the years, other people are celebrating, others are I'm praying, I'm presenting my year resolutions. So it's not that I didn't present them.
Then he best,
but the fact that
time has not yet come.
The fact
for
that
him.
it say that sometimes it's a yes, it's a no, or it's a wait. You can't know whether it's a no or it's a wait. But what I'm sure of is I've not received.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're there, please don't lose hope. You know, when I sit down and look at what most of my goals are not far from, they are not that different from hers. Because as a mother, as a wife, as a career woman, as an ambitious woman, we always consult with each other, and you will come to learn that most of them, are different. But then the most important thing is to know the will of God. The will of God. But even as there is the will of God, I'm very sure we need to put in effort. Have you put in enough effort? Because procrastination is one of our infectious diseases that we have.
You say procrastination.
Procrastination. Yeah.
So I can't say
we easily lose hope.
We easily lose hope.
Yeah.
We keep postponing things. Today you want to do something, you have a program for tomorrow, you want to do something, then tomorrow comes and you be like, but I'll do it the next day. The other day I'll do the. Remember, time is not every day that goes, it doesn't come back. Yeah. Time is not our side. So every day that passes, we are coming to the end of the year, and we keep still procrastinating. And I'm actually glad we are seated here today. Because people do not know how long we've been planning to sit and have this chat, but we've kept procrastinating. So it's part of the problems we've been having. But the good thing, we know we have a problem.
Yeah.
Because that's one step to solving a problem. If we didn't know, maybe, but now we know. So we are working on it. Next year better.
So when it comes to procrastination, of course, it's something that has really laid us back. And as someone who is struggling to strengthen my relationship with God, I know for myself that each time I try to work on a certain attribute, like being patient, being humble, being teachable, God will always put a barrier for me to really test my commitment and faith that I have in him. So even getting to this point has not really been easy, but one thing we should be grateful for is to be able to recognize things that we need to work on and be willing to work on them. Because it's one thing to know that you have a challenge or you have a weakness, and it's another thing to be willing to step out and make a difference. So for me, when I get back to the other question we started with, what has worked out for you? And this year, yes, it has been really challenging, but challenges come with opportunities. There is, God will never give us something he knows we cannot comprehend or we cannot handle. So one of the things personally I've been able to achieve is I've had some affiliation or some partnerships with different brands. And for the time, for me, I've delivered my best. For them, I don't know. So I'm just waiting for, the evaluation or the assessment to come up. And the other thing is self-discovery, I had lived in a life for so many years, and I was still being this person. I'm okay, it's okay, I'm okay, it's okay. But this has been a year where I really had to take a step forward, like taking care of myself, self-care. For those who are around me, self-love. For those who are around me, they can tell that I'm really a different, changed person when it comes to myself. Of course, as a mother, there are those times you feel like you're giving much of the time to the children,
to the
husband, and even to the
To the
work,
family.
to the family. I've been really having a sick dad who had an accident for some time. Even my mom, my sisters, and all that. And I've been that kind of person who spends much of my time, my energy, my money on other people. But coming up to really take care of myself, I need that self skincare routine, the hairdo, the changing of the closet and all that. It has really been a desire, but I had not taken the step forward. But within these last few weeks of the year, I'm a changed person, and I've come to love the self-me, the self-care me, or the me time that I've really had, the conversation that I've had. That's the most turning point for me in 2023. When you come to this, to accept who you are and get rid of, I don't know for you, but I've really been to a point where even I've hated myself, the self-hatred coming, the self-rejection, because you feel like the whole world, the surrounding, is not giving you what you deserve. So what do you have to say about that? Because for me, I've gone through that.
I think it's already a problem when you think the world is going to give you what you deserve. The world is not going to give you what you deserve. No. Because it's not fair. And when you give a lot to people, it doesn't mean you are going to reciprocate. We are totally different people. That's why every time you're doing something good, you're making sacrifices and all that, you're doing it for God. It's only God to pay.
What has worked out for me in 2023, it was all about
self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
Yes. Actually, for me, I personally, what has worked for me, to add on something, what you've said, before you say what has worked for me. One person here at home, they find me funny, and Shantake always laughs. She says she will talk about me when she leaves this place. This one person, if I decide that today I feel like Java's ice cream, but I don't have money, to include them in my budget, I'll go by myself and I'll eat the ice cream and I'll come back satisfied. Why? Because if I do not love myself that much, who will love me? You know?
And the other thing, if you don't love yourself, you cannot allow.
Yes.
You cannot love people around you, because every time you see, every time you find fault in them, you cannot give it what you don't have.
For me, if I want something and I can't afford for the whole family, I'm one person who can't have it myself.
That's self-love.
So next time, I'll take them if I have money. But for now, it was only mine. So to differ, that I wanted to add on that. For me, I was kind of different from you. I'm one person who will sit comfortably and eat and come back and hug my babies. If I brought them something small, I bring them. But I'm okay. Like, I don't even feel guilty, because I know every time I have, I give them. And I ensure I give them the best. I ensure they do not lack. So that once in a while, when I feel like something for myself, I give it to myself. Hey, I'm the mom. They're going to grow and they're going to have their lives as well.
So that has really worked out for me too.
So what has worked for me? I think I'm one person. I feel like ever since I entered this marriage institute, I feel like have given in a lot, and I've had a lot of expectations. Expectations is the root of all disappointment. So I've had a lot of expectations, and I've had a lot of faith. My husband told me he'll do this for me, and I'm waiting for him to do this for me, and I've waited for years. Now it's not coming. So this year I've realized things are not going to come. So I don't know.
You need to think of another way.
So I've thought, and it's only a few days back when I realized that, I just had this talk with you. It's only a few days back when I realized I need to do things by myself. I should really exclude him in my plans. I should make things happen myself. I should not wait for us to be together as a couple to do something. Because I have priorities, he has priorities, and I'm not among, maybe. Sometimes I find myself not being among his priorities.
Okay, the thing is, you have your individual, he has his, and then you have those which bind you together.
I see where we are going, the speed at which the world is taking us. I think time is going to come when only rich women will keep men.
Exactly.
Because when you're rich, you have a lot of things that will take your time, apart from looking at your husband. So I do not even want to tell anything to this man. I just want him to wake up and see a changed woman and be like, hey, what happened to this woman? That's how tired I am of waiting. I stopped expecting. This year, I've learned that I should not expect anything from anyone. No, nothing from anyone.
When you over-expect, my dear.
The only person who has never disappointed me in my life, I think it's my dad. That man, when he promises something, he will ensure he will ensure he kills himself in the process of fulfilling what he promised.
Yeah.
So, but I think actually, I'm not saying my husband has not been trying, but I think I've expected a lot.
And he has a lot on his head.
Yeah, he has a lot on his plate, and I've also been I've also been expecting a lot from him. So I think that should be a wake-up call to all women out there. You know, when we get married, we become comfortable.
Exactly.
So it should be a lesson. Do not wait until you lose hope. Learn from me.
Learn from us.
That nothing is going to come. Nothing is going to come.
It's a story of another day.
I know nothing's going to come. That is how sure I am. That is why I want to wake up.
So this conversation really continues. If you've just joined us, don't forget to subscribe at Latter-day Saint Woman UG, and also Elma has a channel at
Elma's Corner.
Yes. Don't forget to follow her on TikTok, because what's on TikTok is what you need in your daily life. So let's have a short break. For those who just joined us, kindly feel at home. This is the Latter-day Saint Woman UG YouTube channel, and this is Everyday Life episode. This is the very first episode, and we're already loving it. And I would love to say thanks to ourselves, because we are looking good. Yes.
We've made an effort.
And if, you know, it has really been a step forward. So if you're there and you don't feel like it's very important for you to look good, please, you need to look good. I thank you for looking good, by the way. And for, yes.
Thank you for appreciating.
Proudly Ugandan, and, you know, proudly African and Ugandan women.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyday life continues. So we are still talking about the things which have worked out for us in 2023 for me, self-discovery. It has really been such a changing point in my life, and even Elma.
The fact that I've learned that I don't have to expect anything from anyone.
Yeah.
So what has worked, the other thing that has worked for me 2023 is I'm this one person who has always loved studying. I always want to acquire knowledge. But then I'm this one person who tells, oh, inside me I have a little voice in me that says education is not the key to success. Why? Because I've not gained anything from the things that I study. I feel like I study a lot, I acquire a lot of knowledge, but I don't even know how to earn out of the knowledge that I've been acquiring. So 2023, this end of year, I made a decision. Actually, I even, it's the reason as to why I stopped my BYU studies.
For now.
I stopped them for now because I wanted to first learn how to earn from the knowledge I have.
Monetizing.
I want to monetize my knowledge. I'm tired of studying and then keeping what I'm studying. I'm not studying for grades. Hey, I'm in my future already. Yes.
You've changed the narrative now.
He told me I'm in my future. Yeah, he told me I'm in my future. So if I'm in,
has really been, you know, he's one of this. He has been a supporting system too.
Yeah, he has been. But I think even my mom told me, hey, you should stop studying. Yes, I'm studying because I've been studying, but I've not been earning. Okay? Yeah. I'm not earning out of the knowledge that I have. So this end of year,
we should expect something big.
You should expect a change, because you also told me I'm not active on TikTok anymore. I'm not active on those media platforms because yes, I have followers, but I'm not earning anything.
It's a burnout now.
Yeah, it's a burnout. Time comes and you're tired and you're like, no, what am I doing? Like, you're doing it, of course you love it,
yeah,
but at the end of it,
you need that moment in life when you feel like you are overwhelmed with a lot of things. It's okay to pause for now. You don't need anyone's permission, because it's for the good of you.
I have a lot,
and it's a sign that you are growing. The fact that you've recognized or realized that something you are trying to invest in is really not working out.
Yeah. So I decided to first study how to monetize my knowledge. So it's what I'm studying with the Boss Money. It's what I want to study with Bahati. I want to study those things, and then I'll come back even more ready to do my best, because I will have learned how to and from what I'm saying.
Okay.
But for now, when I'm just saying it just for just for the love, for passion, I feel tired.
Well, the other thing which has worked out for me is I'm happy to say that I'll be earning my associate degree very soon, because
Wow.
even I'm done with my graphic and designing fundamentals class. For something, the whole of last year I had a dead year because I was not in a state of balancing
Yeah, it's when you
the
have
twins,
twins.
yeah, the twins, and then work and all. But this year, something very, very interesting also I've learned, that it's better to take a little step than taking many steps. So for me, I just had to get started with taking one class at a time, whether 2 credits or 3 credits. Then with time, I'll be able to take more classes. And here I am, I'm earning my associate degree, actually close to earning my degree from the University of Brigham Young, Idaho campus. And for me, it has really worked out for me, because many people are dropping out, many people are struggling, getting progress.
Are you talking about me?
No, you
Mm,
paused. It's
you
normal. I
paused,
also
no.
paused for almost 2 years because I was pregnant the other year, and then this year nursing the twins and all that. So it's an achievement. And what has really been a takeaway, or what's that takeaway from 2023? We just a few weeks to I think like 2 weeks to end 2023. What has been that takeaway as a mother, as a wife, and as a businesswoman, or as a career woman? Because she's a professional PR, if you didn't know.
2023 takeaway lessons for me is we should,
You first, let's have that takeaway as a wife.
as a wife, do not expect a lot from your partner, because they may not be telling you everything. That's taking a lot of their energy as well, and money. So do not expect a lot from them. They can fail just like you have failed. Still, as a wife, be there for yourself. You will need yourself. Love yourself. There will come a time when you feel your partner maybe is not giving you enough time. Maybe they do not love you the way they used to love you. Not because it won't be because of that. It will be because the fact that the world is running so fast, and this year actually people are looking for money. They don't even see the money, and then for you, you're waiting for someone to pamper you. You may not get it. You may not get it at the end of the day. You'll be like, maybe he has someone else or what. So do not expect that love from people. Love yourself. Love yourself that much. Peace of mind. Peace of mind. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. And as a wife, by the way, let me say this as a counselor who's been talking to people, to women out there, stop nagging your men. That thing ended in 2023. Those men are going through a lot. That's why they die faster and we live longer. We nag them a lot. We have a lot of us who don't have energy. So we talk a lot. Someone has come back. You don't even let him express tell you how the day has been, how hard the day has been. You're already nagging him. Where have you been? You're not faithful. You expected your other men are doing this. You're not doing this. And stop comparing your men to other people. He's not other people. He's your man. What others are achieving may not be what he's achieving at the moment, because we are not the same. God created us different. We were born on different days, so our arriving times will be different. The other thing is 2023.
Okay, on that note, because I think we can just drag this at the same time. So I take away on my side as a wife. It's not that different from hers. You don't have to expect a lot from them, and always maintain your position as a wife. So the moment you try to double standard, doing the responsibilities of a husband,
Let him be a man.
I've learned to let him be a man. Let him carry. I only have to, being the head, I'm only support what Paul, just holding him. So don't find yourself in a situation where you are trying to be that extra good.
You're playing go roles.
You are playing all the roles. It's very clear. And I think in one of our everyday episodes we'll be talking about the responsibilities of a husband and wife from our own experiences, and from the research we've made.
But actually, they should not take him wrong when he says be a woman and let him be a man. If you have a man besides you, because we have very many single women who will see this and they will see it as a what?
As a threat.
As something that we've said out of not being considered.
So if you're married, it's very, very important to know, if you've not had a moment. I've really had that moment where I had to rethink and reflect on the roles of being a wife and and being a husband. So we all have God has really given us different responsibilities, but expected to support one another. So that's my biggest and greatest takeaway from 2023. And I hope if I'm to apply such things, other marital issues will just be minor.
So what else should I say? 2023. Let's have a positive mindset. Have an open mindset. I've realized that a lot of people are not progressing from one level to the other because we are stuck.
Fixed mindset.
Yeah, it's a fixed mindset. Like, what you know is what you know. You do not think anyone has anything they can teach you.
You don't consult.
You don't
ask for help.
Like they are all knowing. They're all knowing. They know everything. No one knows it all. Every day we keep learning. Everyone has something to teach you. You can even learn something from a young child. Let me give you a small example. Mogaga. She has just made 2. But I just learned that you don't have to use force when you're asking something or taking something from her. She will hold it and she has a lot of energy. And she will look at you like this. But when you let go and you be like, Mogaga,
please,
she will give you. But if you're taking because you're the mom, it's yours, she won't. So don't use a lot of force. Some things we just have to let them be. Like, have peace. Always consider your peace. Like, if something is taking away your peace, pause and ask yourself, is it worth it? If after tomorrow, will it still be worth it? If you're going to have a fight, sit and pause. Ask yourself, after today, will it be worth it? Will I be proud about it? So I think if we keep asking ourselves questions before doing things, we shall end up saving ourselves from a lot of regrets later. My last lesson for 2023. As a mother. No, not as a mother.
Generally.
As a woman. As generally. Like I said, no one knows it all. Learn something, people. We have to keep learning something. Just because you have a degree in something, it doesn't mean you know it or you reach there. Just in case you have a master's, it doesn't mean you can't learn something small. I always love taking opportunities, just in case I'm on social media and I see, this course, if it's affordable and I have the money and I have the time, I'll study it. So in Luganda, in Luganda I would say, how do you say it in English? Like,
you don't want to cheat what?
To cheat my brain. You can still learn something. You do not know it all. No one knows it all.
Things have been made easier. The digital world is growing so fast. And social media is there. You have this smartphone. What do you use it for? If you cannot afford to pay for a certain course, just spend a few minutes and
is it this,
Google something. There are so many sites.
Is it Monica who does makeup?
Monica?
Yeah, there's a lady. She's called, I think she's called Mona.
Mona Faces.
Mona says she taught herself on.
But she's one of the professionals we have.
Yes.
She's teaching so many.
Yes, she's teaching so many. And she's earning a lot, yet she taught herself. So what are you using your phone for? Many people are using their phones, social media, and abusing people. You go on people's pages, you keep posting negative energy on all people's pages.
Posting negative on those who are using it to impact other people's lives positively.
And some are earning. Some are earning for you there, just wasting data and time. So I think that 2023 for me.
Wrap up. So for me, I think in one of my videos I've been talking about the habits that are really helping me to enjoy actually the end of 2023. So if you are there, it does not kill or it does not hurt if you take 5 or 1 minute or 2 minutes to think of things you can do briefly. And as for me, I have those particular habits I have developed, or I'm really applying in my life, which are changing everything. And I don't take like 5 minutes, 2 minutes and all that. So these are habits that are helping. So I was telling Elma today, it has really become a habit for me to naturally wake up at 5 a.m., get my phone, and then read a verse, and then go back to sleep. And it's really helping me to get started with my day. There are those people who feel like, just waking up and draw the curtains brightens my day. Those people who say, when I wake up and kneel and pray, it has helped me. Or even spending time to sit in the mirror and do some skincare routine has really helped out for me. So for me, I have specific habits that are helping me to reset my life and to have a change in my life. And I'm hoping to do this continuously. I'm praying so hard that I don't find myself in a state where I stop such habits, which are helping me to appreciate myself, to look good, to appreciate other people, even to forgive other people when necessary, to mind my own business and enjoy this life. Because if I don't enjoy it, I've developed this fear. If God comes to me and asks and actually poses this question, my daughter, have you enjoyed the life I put there, or I gave you the wisdom, you have it to share it to other people are enjoying it and becoming successful. I've really said there are opportunities for you to enjoy. I've put you in positions to enjoy. Have you enjoyed? And I'm just looking and gas. So I'm not ready to disappoint God in that way. And that's why I'm stepping out of the comfort zone. And lastly, Elma, anything that comes to you easily, or anything that becomes easy for you to do, will basically be easy for you to let go. When you learn the harder way, you do everything you can to retain what you have worked out for you. Do you have anything else to say?
This just popped in my mind, by the way, and I thought maybe I should leave it. I was not going to say it because I'm going to share it on my channel, but let me leave it with you. You're lucky. What I can say is, do not take everyone who gives you counsel as someone who knows it all. Many people have faced problems because they can come and love Elma, they follow Elma, and they believe and do anything Elma says, forgetting that Elma is also human. I can give you a good example. There was a lady people used to follow, and I used to know about it. Why don't you be like this lady? For her, she's an advocate for men. She keeps telling women you should let men cheat, they should do anything, because they are men. You can't stop a man. From doing so one day, I think she caught the man she loved cheating, and audios came out like she was threatening to do something to them. To the lady, if the lady doesn't let go of the man. So what I should say to people who give counsel, do not give advice that you yourself you can't apply in your life. If a pill is too big and sour for you to swallow, do not force it into anyone's throat. Like, be real. It will soften your life. If you can't do something, it's okay. I can't do this. I can't support this. If you can do something, be like, this is what I support, this is what I can do. And to you who listens to me, listen. If a video is 10 minutes and only 1 minute has worked for you, take only that 1 minute. Do not take all the 10 minutes and apply them in your life. Hey, we're different people. We are totally different people. You may take everything and you mess up your life. So yeah, let's be us. Give yourself time. Know you. Understand you. Your weaknesses, your fears, your opportunities. Know you. Understand you.
So that's what we had for you today. But then something very interesting in our next video. Actually, Elma just mentioned something that I feel like we should talk about in our everyday life, second episode, and that's finding personal peace. What it means like to have that personal peace is going to be our next video.